So mission today was to get to the top of the rock. We've had a slight snag. We are going to Little Britain, also known as Gibraltar. We've been minting around Malaga slash Marbella, and we were like, we're going to go back there, to be honest. But we were like, we want to go somewhere for a few days. And when I was in the Marines, I spent a year out in Gibraltar as a liaison to the Navy, and I was like, why not go back? And I was there 14 years ago, so I thought, fuck it, let's take Cal and the boys there, see if I can remember my way round, and let's see what it's like. So we're going to Gibraltar. We're about 18 minutes away, and we'll see how difficult it is to get through the customs and that. Everyone says it's easy. Not with two fucking naughty dogs, it's not. What? I've got to try to drive, mate. I've got to drive, haven't I? Careful. You know, Dad likes to press on those brakes quite harsh.
In 300 meters, turn right.
Is this appropriate? What's he doing? Look, he's over the armrest. That can't be comfortable. Be comfy. Hey? Oh, I can't. Jesus, kid. Can't see the road.
Okay, that's not going to help us get through water.
Turn right.
Coming to Gibraltar, going to Morrison's. Fucking Harry Von Toppers. We are in Gibraltar, and the first thing we've decided, so we got here yesterday, and we settled down for the night, had some scran, went to Morrison's, which by the way was a lot more fun than it should be to go shopping. And then the first thing we're looking at today is a place called Europa Point. It is the southernmost tip in Gibraltar, and you can basically see Morocco from here. I think you can see Morocco from most places in Gibraltar, but we thought we'd check this out first and then kind of work our way back with the aim of going to Costa today. That's the big aim. Anyway, here we are. This is basically the southernmost point, and if I remember correctly, because I was here for a year when I was doing the liaison stuff, but that point there, that is where, this is what I was told anyway, that is where the Mediterranean meets the Atlantic. If that's wrong, and I'm incorrect, somebody let me know, but that is what I've been told. And I looked it up on the internet and it said that's the gem. Move out the way, come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. It's not a tightrope cookie. So we ventured down into the main high street of Gib, and it is, to be honest, it's more British than Britain now, because it's still got a pucker high street, and at the bottom of the high street you get this little square. spit it out.
There's no salt on those, you don't know.
No. Oh yeah. I thought it might be a bit hot.
You're like a bird, eating your food and then giving
Is that good, boys? Gucci loves them. We don't give them to the birds, do we, boys? We give them to the dogs, to the boys.
Come this way, the way you came.
Boys don't get any of this.
Let's go to the music store.
So mission today was to get to the top of the rock. We've had a slight snag. I did look everywhere online and it said it's not a drama to take dogs up to the top of the rock, but we've got to like a little checkpoint as such, and he's saying, look, don't take your dogs up. It's your own risk, but basically the monkeys they really don't fucking like them. So we've made the judgment call to wrap on this particular expedition. We're going to take the boys back down to the van, and then I think me and Gib are going to crack it. But we're a bit gutted really, because I really wanted to get the boys up there. But this is how far we got with them. And they're quite fatigued anyway now. Morning people. Right, so we are on take 2 of climbing the rock. The other day we couldn't take the dude basically said don't take your dogs up there because the monkeys might attack them and it's not worth it. So unfortunately, and I fucking hate doing this, we've left the boys in the van. Don't worry, it's all nicely ventilated for them. We don't plan on being too long, but basically we're going to crack the rock today, but we're just walking through the botanical gardens and this is what they look like. It's just a massive garden really, isn't it? So we are now on the ascent of the rock. We paid our £5 each just to climb the rock, and then I think there's a few different ways up here. We've taken what's called the Mediterranean steps, which is a bit more cheeky, but I think it's a bit more interesting as opposed to just walking up winding roads, if that's what the other way is. In fact, I'll get the B-roll. Oh, you're filming it?
Yeah.
Cool. Look at this cave. I don't know if you'll be able to see down there, but
Yeah.
like a little cave. I don't know how far we've got left to go. It says it's only 271 meters, I think. But we'll see. Look at this though.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's trying up. You ready, Gimme?
Yeah.
Just walk past him. It's all good. Don't rush. There you go. Hey, dude.
Keep going.
Nope. think we may be at the top. I think. The rock done and smashed. We're just on our way down now. I'm just stopping for a coffee break. And thoughts are, you know what, it's pretty spectacular, to be honest. The views are mega. The sun's out, bit of a wind, but the sun makes it. It's nice to be out in the sun. When you come to do it, what I would say is definitely go for the Mediterranean steps, because it's off the beaten track a little bit. It's not as it's like the views are spectacular, and it's just, you know what, it's really nice because you're on the far side of the rock. There's not many people because most people come out like the road or they get a taxi up. So if you're of moderate fitness, I would say go for the Mediterranean steps. Monkeys are cool as shit. When you first see one, you're like, shit, and I have this vision of like them ripping my arm off. They didn't do that, luckily. But after like the fifth monkey, you're kind of like, yeah, it's a monkey. You're not. I'm not saying you take the monkeys for granted. You're just not as like scared anymore. And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. We enjoyed it. Bit of a runny nose because it's quite cold up here actually. The sun's out and the wind's blowing. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed at, and I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy, was the skywalk. The middle bit's cordoned off because it's got like a few cracks in it, which is a fair one, I guess. The thing I was a bit disappointed was it's like frosted glass, and I was hoping you could walk on it where it's like clear glass and you can see like puckered down. But apart from that, £5 each, well spent. Really enjoyed it. Can't think of anything else to say. Gibbo?
No, it's just really good.
It's really good. So if you're in Gibraltar, climb the fucking rock.
Do it.
Do it. So we've been away from the van for about just over 3 hours. We'll see if we can catch the boys into no good. Oh, you've been snoozing. You've been snoozing. What? Hey, Cooksy. Hey, Mr. Cookie, Mr. C. Mr. C. Good boys. Oh, I missed you. Nose nibs. Good boys. Yes. Oh, it's so. That is us back in España. And I've got to admit, you know what, I was a little bit like, oh, do we really want to be going to Gibraltar? But I've had a really great time in Gib. It's massively changed since I was last there, which was a hearty 14 years ago. So it's been a really good few days. Now the obvious stuff, if you like the video, thumbs up. And if you would be ever so kind, click the subscribe button below, and you'd have my 100% appreciation from me. And for this week, that is it. I will see you. Check engine light. I'll see you next week. Laters.